Me and my buddy Brian were chugging half-gallon fruit punches of basically fruit punch and vodka in the parking lot, and were just obliterated. And they said My Chemical Romance was there. I don't even think they were.
With the show called Bodywrong.
You got songs playing through your head? What song was
The
it?
final countdown. You said the countdown started.
Oh, a little Europe?
It's the final countdown.
Oh, dude. We were born, I guess I'm a little bit younger, but I was born in the wrong decade. I want to be able to experience like 80s concerts whenever like I was 18. You know what I mean? Put me, like, I want to be born in like mid 60s.
Yeah, 100%.
But then I'd be a boomer, right? Is that a boomer?
Kind of.
No, I think the generation just goes over my head. I don't even care. I mean, tell you what we're millennials, but I'm just like, don't call me that. I feel almost offended when people say that to me.
Yeah, I do not want to be. I don't want to be in that at all.
Stupid category, yeah.
Yeah, if you were born in 1965, you are not a baby boomer because it ended in 1964.
What's the
Like
difference?
we knew. It's like we knew. Oh, God bless America. 1 minute and 5 seconds.
I mean, that's a record for the past month.
I feel like we did better last time. Wasn't it like 3 minutes?
Yeah.
No, I think I thought it was 40 seconds.
Oh, for you.
I feel like
almost-
I dropped the
almost
F-bomb
two.
like right away.
I think I've ruined it like 3 times in a row now. I feel like it. I don't know. We each say it enough to we take the accountability. But
I'm surprised you guys something. So I was listening to, and I don't know if were you guys into like pop punk back in the day?
Yeah.
maybe.
Right. So do you guys remember a band called Lost Prophets?
Oh, yeah. Train.
They were-
What was the train song?
Yeah, Last Train Home, stellar. For some reason, I was like going through my library, and I'm like, something happened. Like one of their Last Train Home song popped up. Like, you should listen to this, and I was like, oh, I forgot about Lost Prophets, and they have so many good hits.
Mm-hmm.
How many of those bands exist where you're like, oh shit, I remember those guys. What happened? And I'll start. The lead singer from Lost Prophets was a child molester, and he went to jail for 35 years in 2013. So,
Yes.
I mean, he's definitely someone somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Literally the same thing happened to me like a year ago, dude. I heard that. I was playing one of the Maddens, I think is what it was. And that was it was on the soundtrack or whatever. And I'm like, I haven't heard this song in a minute. So I went in there and same thing. I was like, did they ever put out new music or anything like that? I was like, I don't remember. I think that's the only song I know from them. Look at it. Boom. Same thing. And I was like, no shit. And so everyone's like, hey, don't listen to this song unless you support this. And I'm like, it's like the whole Gary Glitter argument again.
well, I mean, look. Oh, you know what it was? It didn't come up as a suggestion. I think the Spider-Man 2 original soundtrack is the best soundtrack of all time. I know we've had a debate on this in the past. And it's the best movie soundtrack. And Lost Prophets had a track on there.
Yeah, I have the CD. I know.
Yeah, I have the CD too somewhere too, probably in my binder. But such a good such a banger of an album, dude.
Spider-Man 2. Okay, so I do have to give you Dashboard Confessional. Highly underrated. That Vindicated song, bro. Every time I hear it, I think of Spider-Man 2. Every time.
Vindicated.
Oh, Hooba Stank? Oh, if I want my Hooba, I want it stanky. I love Hooba Stank.
I do just a good. It's almost like a grungy album,
Dude.
you know.
That's where's that number 8 on this. Okay, I'm gonna go through the soundtrack here. So we got number 1 was on there was Vindicated by Dashboard Confessional. Then number 2 was Ordinary by Train. I'm not a big Train fan. I like doing trains. Number 3 was Did You by Hoobastank. Great song. 4, Hold On by Jet.
Oh, wow.
Such a good song.
Gifts and Curses. Yellow Card coming at number 5 on there. I
forgot about Yellow Card.
Yeah. Ocean's 11, right?
Number 6, Woman. Maroon 5.
I don't
Also
recall that
another
one.
deadbeat singer. Number 7, this photograph is, I can't read the whole title, Taking Back Sunday.
I was listening to them the other day. They have some great songs, dude.
I love Taking Back Sunday, but have you heard them live recently?
No, is it bad?
Oh, he cannot hit them high notes anymore. When you're, I'm like, oh, hey, make damn sure. I want to look at it. And then I'm like, make damn sure I never buy tickets to go see this setup again. Oh, my God.
It's more incredible that AC/DC is still out there just kicking ass. I mean, they're all in their 80s, and they're just still up there like doing the same old bits and skits, just still killing it.
It's got to give us some life, right? I mean, these guys did a ton of drugs, and they're still partying, and they're still up there singing their asses off. I mean, there's hope for us to live into our 80s, guys. I know we talked about this last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, that we're gonna die young. AC/DC. I mean, how much cocaine do you think that those guys did in the 80s?
Jesus.
Keith Richard from the Stones, Ozzy Osbourne.
They have a lot more money than us, so I mean, they can probably get better doctors. But still, you can't like shake the cocaine out of your nostrils. I mean, you could. Yeah.
There's a damn you.
What's
you
that?
Do.
I heard breast cancer.
Cocaine probably cures the cancer.
Yeah.
That's why they took it away from us in Coke. That's why they got rid of the cocaine and Coke, because we were going to live forever.
Yeah.
You know what? I finished the list. I was reading it, and you do have a strong case for this, because Midtown, underrated. I love me some Midtown. I don't know if you guys ever listened to them, but the lead singer also became in
Cobra Starship.
Cobra Starship. Yeah, dude.
I met him.
Wow. Yeah. Dude, I've been listening to Midtown since Madden 05, I think, is whenever they were on that soundtrack as well. And they were also on an ATV game. Was it Quad Power Racing or something like that? They had one of their songs on there. Oh, man.
Ray Lewis was on the cover, 05 too.
Oh, yeah.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, when he's doing his whole little scream or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, so that was Give It Up by Midtown. That music video, badass. Lucky You. Is that what the Lost Prophets is? Yeah, Lost Prophets. Yep. Lucky You. Now, this one is what caught me off guard. Smile, Empty Soul.
Oh, that is a banging song on that track, dude.
Who I Am. Dude, I like, what was it, Bottom of a Bottle by them?
Yeah, they're
so
hit wonders. Yeah.
Dude, this is taking me back. Also, the Ataris. Their Boys of Summer remake?
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Mm-hmm. Not bad. Switchfoot.
Meant to Live. Switchfoot.
Yeah.
Christian rock band.
Yeah.
Did you know? Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. Now, this one I don't know. This one's called We Are, and it's Anna Johnson. Johnson has 2 S's.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
And then Someone to Die For. I'm seeing Brian May, who is the lead or the guitarist for Queen, if I'm not mistaken. So this, I think these are like the musicals, because I'm seeing Danny Elfman, and that's
I think those are the instrumentals.
Yeah, because that's a dude from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, come on, that's like
okay.
I've listened to some movie soundtracks in my day. That one, I still to this day would listen to the whole thing, not like 1 or 2.
You have a strong case, but I still, maybe I'll just put it in the Disney category. I'm not a Disney fanatic, but it's very hard to go against Phil Collins, my guy. That dude single-handedly had a soundtrack by himself that wasn't even, you might as well call that Phil Collins the Tarzan, because that dude carried the entire movie single-handedly.
I feel like that's not fair. I feel like that, like Disney, especially old Disney, they did have some really good shit. A lot of it was Phil Collins, which is one of T-Dog's favorite. But yeah, I mean, you can't. I don't think it could compete with that. And I don't know. I look at Disney movies differently than I do like standard movie soundtracks. And maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot here. T-Dog will tell you.
You're holding them to a higher standard, and I don't think that's unfair.
Hey, perspectives change. I mean, each decade, your perspective changes on something. If you watch it again or listen to it again, it doesn't hit the same way as you were as a kid. You mentioning you know, I just forgot his name. The artist you said, it just brought me back to American Psycho. I just pictured that whole like him playing all the different songs from him, and I was just like American Psycho.
T-Dog's favorite movie of all time.
Oh,
American Psycho. Oh yeah. But I mean, it's wild, right? Where for a while I was listening to a podcast on my way home, and since it got nice out, for some reason it changes my like I put my windows down. Now when it gets like 95, I'm going to be ACing it up. But right now it's like 75, 80. It's like perfect weather. I have a moonroof and I could just blare out, listen to some music, and like there's such a different, and maybe I don't know, maybe you guys can chime in on this, but there's such a different mental thing that happens when you listen to a podcast where you're like absorbing information or shit compared to compared to listen to music. Because with music you're not really thinking. It's just like music brings back memories, you know, but you're not thinking, you're just like zoning out. And I feel like sometimes for me it helped, like I feel like listening to music with the windows down has helped me defrag leaving work more than like listening to a podcast.
1,000%. I'm in that stage now where because with my wife being out of town every other week, so when I drive the kids to school, I give them like a music like genre lesson. So like today I was playing Disturbed for them today. So like The Sound of Silence, Stupefied, Down with the Sickness, and they're like, "That's the lead singer. He can sing." I'm like, "Oh yeah." So it's funny to watch it through their perspective, and it makes me feel good too. So I'm like, pass it on.
I was listening to a little bit of System of a Down today too. Some Chop Suey, Toxicity,
BYOB, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
BYOB.
Dude, so I gotta respectfully disagree with both of you guys, but maybe I'm just different. I don't know. It's I just music all day, every day. Like that's what that gets me through everything. If I'm taking a shower, music. If I'm in the car, music. If I'm running, music. I love it. I don't know. If Spotify was probably $50 a month, probably will pay for it because music to me, I rarely listen to podcasts. Sometimes I'll try and everything, and like it's my attention span. Trying to get better about it, but I even tried Severance 3 times. Tried starting it, and I'm just too freaking stupid, and I can't. I'm like,
so good,
okay.
dude.
I know, good. But now I mentioned it on staying on my fridge. I got on this medication that is giving me kind of like crackhead energy. I went through my like cupboard and reorganized every goddamn gravy packet in the cabinet, like in order. Grouped it like taco seasoning, gravies were all together.
By sodium level?
Do what?
How'd you organize it?
So alphabetically, just like if it said fajita mix, it went in F. Taco mix was T, so it was just easy to find. I don't know. It's
that meth energy, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Red balls up there.
And the missus is doing finals this week, and so she's just like, I don't have to clean the house. Like this guy is going crazy. Like he's losing his mind, and she's like, that's okay because I've got things to do. Bless you. And but no, I did that. I took out every pot and pan, and then cleaned out the cabinets. I reorganized the fridge. I swept, mopped. I mean, like it just for some reason I can't sit still. I'm not even on TikTok as much anymore. It's weird. I don't know what I'm doing.
How's that go? How's it go when you like when you smoke a bowl and then you take that shit? It's like, does it just even you out? I don't.
Kinda like right now, I feel like I have so much energy. Like I could take on the world right now, and because I ripped that pen, but also I don't know. Like I feel like I'm wasting so much time when I could be productive in so many different things, and it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm on my phone for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, damn, okay. What the point is this? And I'm like, I could be knocking out the dishes. I could be doing different things that could help catch up to make my life easier. I don't know. I'm able to stay on the task and do the task proficiently now, I guess. I don't know.
That's my nightmare every day. Just I don't have enough time in the day to get everything done. Like I've been listening to podcasts more now because like I'm outside doing something outside. I don't like pay for anything, so I listen to my music on YouTube. So I'm on Spotify. I listen to like one of my favorite movie podcasts. So it's funny just to like pay attention. Like it helps me not be so attention to detail. Like I am, but it helps like zone me in better. Like there's one episode there where Quentin Tarantino was on there, and I realized I'm like, you know what? Burley has the same mannerisms or like talking mannerisms as him. I'm like, is he doing that on purpose? Well, like I'm going too deep on this. Like, what the hell am I thinking right now?
Do you think Burley likes feet too, just like Quentin Tarantino
He's
does?
got to.
I'm sure that's not the only thing.
Oh my god! Well, we were talking about concerts too, and it made me think: if you can go back in time and see any performer in their prime, who would it be and why? It's a tough question.
I'm torn between two.
And while you're thinking about it, not that this is my choice, but I did see right before we got on that the lead singer of Three Doors Down was diagnosed with like a stage 4 cancer.
What?
They were just announcing like this big tour early in the year. But yeah, I've seen that now on, it was like a Rolling Stones TikTok and something else that was, I finally got on my phone and those were the first two things I've seen back to back. And I was like, dang, I have some kind of sarcoma, I think. But I forget what his name is.
That sucks.
He looked drunk in his video.
Dude, it's funny you mentioned that while we're on this. I was on TikTok and someone said, I can't believe I paid money for this. This guy is wasted. And someone went to see Puddle of Mud. Did you see this?
Oh.
and he's like, he's on a lot. He can't just be drunk. He's like on everything. He's like, he's having the crowd sing the whole song. He's like, like the whole time. I was like, wow, I would be so mad if I went to see something like that. And they were just, it was almost like seeing the Smash Mouth guy before he died, you know?
Dude, do you look at people, like, do you watch videos of them live before you buy tickets to see if they're worth it?
Never. I don't think I've ever. I mean, I haven't seen anybody live in a while.
I love music, so I love going to shows too. I love the atmosphere of shows, outdoor venues where you can smoke a little bit too. Favorite. But Heart was coming to my area, and I was like, oh shit, hell yeah, gonna see the Wilson sisters? Like, hook me up. Like, yeah, I want to see this. I looked at their most recent one, and the lead singer, Ann Wilson, in a wheelchair. And I'm like, what?
That hurts my heart, dude. I don't want to hear that.
I know. And then I'm like, this lazy probably like fell just like I did. I was like, let me look. She has cancer as well. And I was like, oh, yeah. So before you guys laugh as well, going to hell.
Well, I already laughed, so it is. I probably have cancer anyway.
She still sounded pretty good though. But her sister, Nancy, playing the guitar, that Crazy on You intro.
Yeah.
If you want to get me to bus, play that in the background. I'll get there before she even gets to the bridge.
See, I'm torn, dude. I think it's 50-50 for me between Michael Jackson, Prime MJ, and Prime Queen.
Yeah.
Because Queen has so many they both have bangers. Both of them. You could probably like be in an entire concert and like know almost every single song. And there's not many people you can do that with, I feel like. Although there's a lot of MJ songs I don't know. But I'm sure he put on a wild show.
No doubt. I mean, the first thing that popped in my mind was the Live Aid tour with Queen. When it was like a last minute, they came up there, man. It's considered one of the greatest concerts ever. That was my first thought to go there, just to see the madness, and just to see everything happen.
That's a good one. I think, man, I'm torn between two. We mentioned Phil Collins earlier, and that dude does not sing one bad song ever. Like he could sing me the song that'll end up killing me. And I'm like, thank God it's Phil Collins. Thank God it's Phil Collins. I love it.
Put me to sleep, boo boo. Put me to sleep.
Yes, thank God you'll be in my heart. Oh, I can see the light. It's a train. Dude, Fleetwood Mac. I know it's a hippie vibe, dude, but man, that Rumors album, just in there, that alone in their prime, I would say, listen to them sing about each other and hating each other. Oh, Stevie Nicks and now I'm having a brain fart. Lindsey Buckingham.
Yeah, Lindsay. Yeah.
Yes. Those two just sitting there just singing again, like just, you cheating son of a. Yes, I know. But I don't know. That would be a good one to me. But Michael Jackson would be up there too, but I would want to see his hair catch fire if I was there. It's Pepsi commercial or nothing for Michael Jackson.
Oh my God. I thought you were gonna say I'd go back to Astro World. The Astro World tour.
I thought there was the Doors concert too, where a lot of people got like trampled to death as well. Thought about that one, but I was like, oh, I'll be nice. I want to be singing Happy Birthday on September 11th, 2001 in one of the trade towers to a coworker. That's the concert I want to see. No. But did you guys see too that was it New Jersey that airport was closed or whatever for a whole week, messing everybody's plans up?
No.
There's like a whole damn airport just completely closed down or something. So we have a lot of people traveling in here for this golf tournament that's in St. Joe. And I'm like, what's going on? Maybe like we're having delays everywhere. We can't get out. And I was like, Kansas City's not that small of an airport. Like, surely you can get in here. But apparently it's been because this place has been down for easily, I think 4 or 5 days now.
I saw something about it, and there was like lines of people, and they were trying to like switch out their flights and go to other places, and it was just like nothing was working or something.
There's a lot of different reasons. It didn't say how long it's been closed, but it's like they're doing runway construction, air traffic control staffing shortages, and recent technology failure.
Jesus, that would be my worst nightmare, is being stuck. But like, why? Maybe this isn't just me being stupid. Like, get a rental car somewhere, pay that fee, and get the hell out of there. Like, that's at what point do you just not drive? As soon as I see somebody like, I've been here 4 days, and I'm like, you're an idiot. You are an absolute idiot. Go get a car. Dude, get the hell out of here.
I put in the group chat, dude, the lead singer from Three Doors Down has cancer, and the first person to comment is Burley. Turns out he's not Superman.
Yes.
I got a stitch in my side. It hurts.
Once you watch the video, he talks like the guy. It's like Theo Von and the Squidbillies had a baby. Like, I don't know what it is, and he looks just drunk. And maybe that's the illness, but I couldn't imagine if that's how he sounds normally. Maybe it's like Ozzy. He could perform better, but I was struggling to hear him. I was like, you're losing my sympathy because I can't hear what they're saying.
I actually saw Three Doors Down. They were the headliner, but we went to see
Stain. And Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah, Stain, Breaking Benjamin, and I forget who else. I don't know if there was
Revolver. Something.
Oh, Velvet Revolver. Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
We went to that show, and dude, Three Doors Down was great, man. They're one of those bands that have like those songs you're like, oh, that's Three Doors Down? Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. And they had like pyrotechnics and shit.
The cogwheel? Do you remember the cogwheel on stage? They set the precedent for me too. I was like, this is how concerts should be. I was like, I want to see all the flames going up and the stuff on stage. Nobody else ever did that. I was like, what the
I specifically went for the openers, and obviously like you're going to just stay and watch them, and their show was amazing. It like kind of blew me away. Like they had great songs. There was like 9 or 10 songs I didn't even realize that I knew, that they were them. And then they're just pyrotechnics. It was one of those, like I've been to a decent amount of concerts. And it was it's a top 3er because of just the pyrotechnics and shit.
Dude, Couldn't agree more. I think we went to the same concert. I think it was probably at 05,
Yep.
maybe.
Yeah.
Because I went for Breaking Benjamin for the We're Not Alone album because I thought they were just awesome when they first came out. And then I wanted to see Stain, of course. But I remember after Stain finished their set, Aaron Lewis was like, all right, let's give it up for Breaking Benjamin. Let's give it up for Velvet Revolver or whatever. And then they're like, let's give it up for Three Doors Down. And people started booing. And this fat was like, well, then you all could just leave. And this guy like sitting next to us, he goes, shut up, you fat. I mean, she was hefty. And I could not stop laughing. She kept turning around looking at me. And I'm like, dude, you were being kind of loud.
Start singing Kryptonite.
Dude, she was over there. She was one of those ones that just sit there just fucking swaying. And I'm like, you're too big for that. You're going to cross the tidal wave. Not even water. But that concert was so good because same thing. I was like, I didn't realize this was Three Doors Down. I was like, oh, okay. And they did a pretty damn good job. Like that was the whole concert itself. The opener, I didn't really give a four. I
don't even think I think we were late. Like I don't even think we saw the opening show.
Yeah, like I just remember being like, oh, okay, this is all right. But Breaking Benjamin killed it. Stain killed it. Three Doors Down. That was a good.
I think
concert.
we went specifically for Breaking Benjamin. I think that's who we went to see too. And I'm like, oh, Stained? Yeah. I mean, Stained has had their couple songs that were good, but they're the type of music like. I'm not listening to Stained on like a beautiful sunny day where I'm like happy, bro. Like I'm listening to Stained when I'm like it's raining and I'm pissed off.
Pissed you off,
or I'm depressed. Like they're not a band you listen to motivate you to do things, So I wouldn't actively specifically go see Stained for their pyrotechnics. They're good. I mean, he's good.
Yeah,
the lead singer. What the lead singer?
Aaron Lewis.
Aaron Lewis. Yeah,
he went country.
Really?
Oh yeah, he had a country album. He was like "Don't Tread on Me" or something like that. I forget what it was. He was catering to the audience for sure. But he, I don't know. I think there was another concert too that was supposed to be pretty off. That I was like, I'd go see it, but it was Daughtry and. Oh no, I lost it. Who was it? Dang it! I remember seeing it. I was like, "That's actually." Was it with Three Doors Down? Maybe that's what I was thinking. Oh, I lost it. I hate when this squirrel brain does this to me every time.
The squirrel
I know
brain.
I had it.
I know, right?
Damn it! And now it's not going to show me. Come on now.
Go off screen and take another hit.
You know what I mean? Settle me down a little bit. Keep this brain focused. Dude, I can't remember, but it was Creed.
Okay.
Creed, Daughtry, and somebody else. And I'd be like, I want to go see Creed. I want to see him before he ruins it again. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see him up on stage talking about Jesus. I just want to film it. I just want to see it so bad.
Dude, still to this day, I think my all-time favorite concert is Green Day, 100%. The American Idiot tour. I mean, it was them, Sugar Cult. Who else? God damn it, that's gonna bother me. I'll figure it out. Hold the phone.
Fun fact: I've never been to a concert before. I'd rather just listen to it at home by myself, how it was recorded in the studio, rather than going and seeing it live and wasting my time. It's a weird thing with me. I've never been to a concert, so
I love it. I don't know what it is. I appreciate the guitar playing, I just like just the instruments and everything else. I don't know. I went to that acoustic set like 2 months ago, and I thought that was one of the coolest experiences ever. Just being, and the fact that I know that there was short people behind me, and my big 6'2" ass was blocking their entire view because I'm just right in front. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I was like, get here sooner.
It was Newfound Glory, Sugar Cult, and Jimmy Eat World. I feel like I don't remember Jimmy Eat World there. But then again, me and my buddy Brian were chugging half-gallon fruit punches of basically fruit punch and vodka in the the parking lot and were just obliterated. And they said My Chemical Romance was there. But this was like, I mean, this was, I don't even think they were big yet.
Was it on Martin Luther King Jr. Day?
I don't know.
I thought there was a black parade.
That's after Helena. That's her second CD.
It was started in the summer of 2004 to the winter of 2005. So it was a long tour. I feel like it was like summertime. But they were good, dude. They brought up somebody like out of the audience to play drums. Like, who here can play drums? And he's like, yeah, me. And they bring him up, and you think this guy's gonna fucking, ass it, and he killed it. And then they brought up another person to play the guitar, and they basically had two like schmucks from the audience killing it.
I always like when people bring them up, or when they hand out, like if the artist is like, hey, here's this guitar, you can have it. I'm like, no shit, like that's honest. So there was one concert that I got invited to that I was like, yeah, I know quite a few of their songs, I think, but I'm like, I'm not really a big country fan, And they're like, dude, it's Garth Brooks, and I was like, all right, sure. You want to talk about a performer? That dude was insane. I genuinely loved his whole entire show. I can't even deny it. And he was supposed to he ended up putting on, I think, like a 3.5 hour show. He stayed another 45 minutes. They were like, what do you want to play? And someone like screamed out Piano Man, and he goes, sweet, all right. And so they started playing Piano Man. Like, he sang whatever you threw out to him, and the whole band knew it. And I was like, that's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
He's still a serial killer, though.
T-Dog did some promotional stuff for Kenny Chesney. Like, she would get to like go on stage and throw T-shirts into the crowd. But apparently he's like super into blondes. So he would pick a blonde to like go back with him. But apparently he's super gay. So him and his buddy would like bring a blonde, and like one of her friends was one of the blondes, and like they would bring back, and she thinks that she's hooking up with Kenny Chesney, but it ends up just being her. Watch them two. Like, I'm not even kidding, dude.
That's
one of my friends is really into Kenny Chesney, and I told him this story, and I totally ruined him for him. I was like, why would you tell me this?
That's crazy too, because my shop teacher, every time this guy refused to get married for like the longest time, right? So he actually has a kid in my kids class too. Like, they're in the same grade. And I'm like, this is weird. This dude's like 30 years older than me. But he kept talking about how his girlfriend got away. And I was like, what happened? He goes, Kenny Chesney stole that at a concert. And I was like, no way. Nuh-uh. He goes, yeah. He's like, I hate Kenny Chesney. And so he was a DJ, and he performs at like weddings, proms, like these school events, everything. And anytime anybody would request Kenny Chesney, he goes, go for yourself. No. He refused. So he was just a DJ that refused to play Kenny Chesney, and he's still the shop teacher at the school now. Like, my kids have him as a shop teacher, and he ended up getting back because he's always like, yeah. He kept saying her name, and I was like, who is this chick? And he goes, she got away, Kenny Chesney. She came back to him. They end up having a kid. That's who's in the class of my child's now. But I was like, the kindergarten teacher? And so every time I see her now, and my kids had her one year as a kindergarten teacher, I'm like, that bitch slept with Kenny Chesney. So now you're saying she watched dudes.
They would start with her, and then it would just always just end with them two like her touching like some kids, dude. Seriously,
he strikes me as a very feminine individual.
Yeah. But it's I mean, look, man, he's got a ton of money. People love his music. I don't know.
Do you think his tractor's sexy?
I'm sure it is. But I don't listen to country music, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
Damn, that's one of his songs, dude.
Yeah, I don't listen to country. I mean, like, some of the newer country stuff, like, I feel like we have... Don't we have a country song on our list now? We have one. It's mostly 80s music and like one country song. There's a Lost Prophet song on there now. I added it, boys. The first song I've added to the. Oh, come on! It's I pay for it.
I was about to say, who's this wee shit?
You're just gonna have a pedo playlist and just everyone that's been like.
I shouldn't have said anything because she's probably gonna be like running, and then Last Train Home comes on. So what is this?
Just throw in a whole bunch of country in there too. That way, it's like Chris Stapleton or some like slow ass shit comes on. She'd be like, "What is this?" But you would think country would be more popular in Philly, being how racist Philly is.
Look. There's like if Kenny Chesney has a concert in New Jersey. I mean, it is balls to the walls. Like it is just packed. So there's a ton of people like country in this area, but I just hate it. It's not my thing.
Same.
There's not a farm around anywhere near us. They're singing about shit that I don't even own a pair of boots. And most of their songs talk about boots. Doesn't hit home for me. I literally don't own a pair of boots. It's terrible. I don't know. I live in the Northeast and don't own boots.
I don't own a pair of. I mean, I don't own a pair of cowboy boots, but I have. Did I tell you I bought some Doc Martens when I went to Vegas?
What's that?
Did you guys not have Doc Martens back in the day?
No. I remember Doc Martens, but I don't remember what it looks like. To be honest,
you guys had. Like the Jesus sandals or something like that growing up because you guys are old as shit. You're gonna go, we had shoelaces tied to the back of our cardboard boxes. I don't know, just whatever the fuck. Hold on, you Fred Flintstone feet driving.
So speaking of country, give me a flashback. So it was prom my senior year, and the girl actually asked me to prom. I said I didn't want to go, so she asked me. So I'm like, what kind of music do you like? And she's like, country. And I had his Tim McGraw CDs for some stupid reason. I'm playing it, and she looks at me. She's like, he's talking about death, right? I'm like, we can change it. It's fine.
Dude, I actually live out in the middle of freaking nowhere, and I cannot stand country. And then everyone's always like, he's weird. They're always like, the King, George Strait. And I'm like, okay. Like, they had movies. My grandmother would have CMT on all the time. Ugh. All the time. That's all it was. So every movie had like Toby Keith or George Strait in it. And I'm just sitting there going, it was that or the Game Show Network. I was like, please put the Game Show Network on. Please. I want to watch. Or that, or when my grandfather had it, it was MASH. Oh, I was never upset to see MASH, bro. You put a little Hawkeye Pierce on the TV, that would get my attention as a kid for sure.
Wait, did I send you guys the life-size Plinko board that we purchased?
Yes.
That was awesome. It's such a great game. It has the dun 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 dun, like it has the lights and sounds at the bottom.
Now that's sick. Okay, I thought it was just like a board with like pegs on it. I'm like, bro, you could have made that. Come on.
No, at the bottom, like when you drop it in, if you hit 0, it's like bum 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 bum, and you're just like. It just brings you back to like old school 11 a.m. Well, 11 a.m. on the East Coast. Price is Right. You had skipped school. And like that was like the flagship thing. Like if you skip school, you watch Price is Right at 11 a.m.
And Maury Povich.
And Maury. Oh, yeah. And Jerry. When
Jerry Springer, yeah.
Jerry was what, 2 o'clock?
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
Can't remember. Steve's show sucks.
Dude, you guys got to watch the Jerry Springer documentary on Netflix. It's pretty good. Talks about like the behind the scenes shit.
You know damn well I'm not going to watch it.
I know. At this point, I don't know why I even tell you to watch anything anymore.
Don't give me any recommendations. I'm just, he died at like, what, it was like 6-7 years ago? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. Invincible. Judge Judy. She was cool too.
I thought you were going to say she died. I'm like, wait, what? What am I missing today?
That's breaking news. Yeah, he died 2 years ago.
Damn.
I feel like it was so much longer.
Damn, I know. He had like cancer, right?
Yeah, he like recorded that video because he had like a
pancreatic
like
cancer.
Illegitimate child or something like that he was like apologizing to.
That's sad.
Yeah. And he like left all his money to, I think that kid and not his real kids or something. I don't know. It was like some shit, and they were
Good for
pissed because
him.
obviously he was worth a lot of money.
Like I like how he ended with one more show, and everyone's like, Jerry. Like, hey, I'm gonna leave you guys out of my will because guess what? I've 30 years ago, and I want them to have everything. Can you imagine? That'd be a great episode.
Is that what happened? I feel like I think he banged banged a black chick. Like I'm like 99% sure that's what happened.
I bet he was hung like a horse.
Jerry Springer, kids. If you type in Jerry Springer, like Ki, it's like kid black.
Kids black.
Oh my god! It feels like I'm sitting on a piece of plywood. This thing sucks. I've been this thing for a while and I hate it. Oh.
Let me see. Oh, he had 2 black children out of wedlock. Jerry Springer goes viral for a clip. I don't know. This is just all ads. I'm done with the internet today, dude. It's like you try to find it. I can't click on any news article anymore without them going, psych, 99 cents for your first 4 weeks. I'm like, I just want to read this story. What happened to news being free? Now I have to pay for it?
I think that's what you're upset about. What I'm upset about is whenever I'm trying to jerk off and the ad comes on and it's so loud, it's like, goddamn, like you have it on just like level 2, but they're like, hey, let's scream. Tired of jacking off by yourself? I'm like, yes. Keep it down. What are you doing to me right now?
Is it Live Jasmine? What was that?
What like, it is.
Yes, shut up.
I'm trying to. Hurry up. Go away.
Is the guy, quit beating your dick right now. And I'm like, shut up. You're just counting down to 5 until you can skip it. Get rid of that shit. That's what I need to. I don't have to. I wish I don't have to be on silent mode for the first 5 seconds to warn myself you guys are going to scream about how pathetic my sex life is.
Where are you watching porn? You're getting ads on this. Dude, I've never had an ad before.
What? You've never had an ad? Dude, I'm talking. There's a whole bunch. I mean, you want a list? I can put it in the chat.
Okay. I was intrigued. I'm blown away by that.
Yeah. What service are you using? Are you using the Hub? Are you subscribed to certain services? Even the Hub has ads.
So we'll talk offline, but that.
I mean, OnlyFans does.
I got that connection, baby.
I'm talking about free stuff here, and that's, I don't know, like every single service that's on there, it's 5-second ad before you can watch it. So there I am, semi-hard, and I'm like, here comes this ad. Like, I just want to get, and then I'm over there searching through page 7 because I've already been through all the other shit. So I'm like, here we go. I'm just loading more pages. Like, come on, get to the good shit. Get to the good shit. This
dude,
looks
by 87, new. You're not getting anything great there, dude.
I just want to see something new, and looking at it, and I'm like, this one looks promising, and I'm just like, no, you're like skimming through it. The little preview that you get, you're like, this looks promising. And it's like when you go to the movies and you see a good trailer, and then you get to like what you're like that. You watch the trailer, like this looks amazing. Like I can't wait to see this in the theater. You get to the theater and you're watching everything. You're like, none of that shit in the trailer happened in this movie at all. Well, what is this? That's how I feel half the time with these X-rated films. BS. Not a good time. But if I had a favorite site, I would say the Hub is up there. But there's also, I think XNXX was one of them that always pops up. That one's pretty good too. That one's not bad. Also 5-second ads. Shout out to them. Sponsor us. You've been whacking off with adult sites? Bro.
What? You could be the guy. Could you imagine? You're like, quit jerking off, guy. Yeah.
It'll be at first it just shows up with some titties, and then it just comes out like, are you beating your dick again, you stupid piece of shit?
4.
I would have so
3,
much fun recording that.
2, skip it now.
Until it's you. You're like, all right, this is great, and you're like, are you beating me again, you piece of shit? You're like, oh, come on.
But you just see the skip button get ready to load up. I'm like, press this button if you're gay. And you're over there's like, son of a, you know, it's every time, and then people are sitting there like talking at work or having conversations like us. You're like, are you talking about the guy that says you're gay if you hit the skip button? Like you're talking about the guy that pops out of titties? And I'm like, that guy, yeah, Euban, I think is his name. Like, that's right. I want to be that guy.
It's me.
I want my bills to be paid. Pay me the money of it. I will be on every single ad, regardless of what it is. I don't care if it's bitches horses. I don't care if it's biracial. I don't care lesbian, gay, trans, whatever the hell it is. Put me on all of it. Give me the money.
You pop out some titties, but they also have a dick. Like angling your head, you're like.
And then it's just like if it's biracial, it's just different. Just black titties, you know what I mean? Just everything just gets changed. If it's my phone's starting to buzz. I was like, damn, someone's sneaky Pete's going off over here now too.
I thought he had ad playing or something because he talked about it.
Oh
I
my god,
now,
my
that's all I'm
cheeks
gonna
hurt.
get is this damn ad. And all you see on the side too is sexy singles in your area. And I live in a remote area, and I go, there ain't no fucking come on now. There's a couple cows around maybe, but I was like, I don't see these people. They're like, there are 63 local singles. I'm like, there's not even 63 people in this town, dude. Get out of here.
Bots. They're all bots.
They are, but they make me feel good sometimes. So I remember the TikTok days when that's all you would get would be those damn spam or like bots and everything, and they'd always pay you compliments, and I'm like, I am pretty amazing, actually. Now that you say so.
Then like, oh well, here's my link. You should check this out. And you're like, I don't trust you.
Cash up to be my friend. Or you guys had like the Indian guys that always say Bob's and Vagine. I always love those. Those were my favorite. But I did look at the time, and it is it's about that time. So unless you guys had anything that you wanted to say, get off your chest before we end this episode.
Before we went totally off track.
Yeah, we stuck to Matt's entire script. You guys don't even know that was entirely on the script. You guys just don't believe us. We'll have
That'd
to
be
type
impressive,
it up and send it to us.
actually.
Yeah. I'd be shocked and amazed.
NBA Finals or the playoffs are coming on right now, and the Pacers have been surprising me. So I'm going to continue to not watch the 76ers participate in any of this shit. So
I watched game one last night with the Warriors and Timberwolves. The first half, man, that was some awful basketball. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, so I haven't really watched any like NBA wise in a long, long time, and just watching their gameplay and how they play, all they do is focus on 3-point shooting. And I'm just like, what is this? This sucks.
That was not a good game to watch. The T-Wolves, apparently, over the past 2 games, have made 12 3-pointers out of like 70-something, and it's the worst 3-point shooting in the NBA playoff era. There's no other team ever that has shot the 3-ball as bad as the T-Wolves. Anthony Davis had 0 points up until,
the second quarter, he had a free throw.
Yeah,
1 point.
And he missed the first one, and people were cheering him on to hit a free throw. But here's the thing: I really hope. I hate the Knicks and the Celtics. Obviously, you're a Sixers fan. You're supposed to hate both of them. I really do want to see the Knicks beat the Celtics, though, because I hate the Celtics.
Same.
And I love Brunson. I think, as much as I hate playing against him, he's just a gritty. He just reminds me of AI, like how AI used to play. Gritty, small guy. He hits clutch shots. Dude, he hit 4 threes in that first game, back to back to back to back, and basically put the Knicks on his shoulders. And Allen Iverson did the same thing. He's a much better shooter than AI because he doesn't shoot 70 times a game. But
that comeback was amazing. My friend is a huge diehard Celtics fan, and he had on there, he was already Snapchatting everybody when they were up by 20 and stuff. He's like, easy peasy, easy peasy. And whenever it went to overtime, all you see is the friends that were watching it with him, all of their phones on him. They're like, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? He's like, you hate you, whatever, guys. We got this. And they got his reaction at the very end, and you just see it. And he's hosting the party and everything. He's just like, get the out. Everyone's like, what's up? He's like, it's time for me to go to bed. You guys, I don't want to see you guys anymore. Get out. And they're like, what happened? And none of them are Knicks fans. And he's like, why are you guys even here right now? They're like, to watch this.
And that's how Boston fans are too. So it's a lot of fun, especially given that they played game 1 in Boston. So New York basically brought it home. so they can finish out the series at home against the Celtics if they keep it up. So
I hope it happens. After that, the Knicks can off. But
yeah.
This time, I hope they go 4-0. I hope they just wipe them, bro. God, that
hilarious.
Bring that broomstick out.
I would enjoy it.
But all right, but this is the end of the show. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Goot, appreciate you. Max, I was always, and T Dog, appreciate you in the background as well.
Yeah.
Hope you guys have a good week. We'll talk to you later. Hit us with that outro.
Tony, Matt, Tyson, Goot, you've been involved by bringing this show for y'all. They're gonna say what they want and keep it raw with the show called